Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as co-chair of the International Board of Trustees of the Nizami Ganjavi International Center, I send my warmer greetings to all those who are participating in the celebration of our 10th anniversary. Before the creation of the NGIC, there was a prehistory before the history, and that was a special event in the city of Ganja, the birthplace of the poet, where an international body of scholars and former politicians gathered to celebrate this very special remembrance of the national poet of Azerbaijan, and a great poet and sage for all ages. It is there that the idea was born of repeating such events on a regular basis, and we had occasion to return to celebrate other anniversaries of Nizami Ganjavi in his birthplace of Ganja. We had wonderful events with school children, with prepared tableaux, choirs singing, and all sorts of activities, and the city of Ganja, in fact, was excited about the visibility it gained throughout these events. Nevertheless, we also had very positive feedback from the President of the Republic, who encouraged the idea of continuing events devoted to the memory of Azerbaijan's national poet, but to do so in the capital and to invite guests from across the world. And this is how the Baku Forum was born. We already have had 9 of these forums and look forward to the 10th. By the way, that is expected to take place next year, and we certainly heartily involve and invite everybody who is here today present, or anybody else who has an interest in the ideals and ideas that the NGIC has been promoting for the last 10 years. Apart from the Baku Forum, which has grown in importance and in size from year to year, we have had a number of events in other parts of the world. We had contacts, significant contacts, high-level contacts in China, in the United States, in various countries in Europe, in the Middle East, in the Balkans, and we plan to do so in the future. Ukraine has been of concern to many members of the NGIC, and what the organization has particularly done in Ukraine recently will be shown to you in a video with former First Lady Katerina Yushchenko being the host, and tell you about it. We are all really deeply concerned about the sufferings of the Ukrainian people, but the concern of the NGIC has been generally for injustice anywhere where it happens, for the defense of human rights and dignity, for the preservation of cultural heritage, for the ability to have a dialogue across borders, across cultures, across civilizations. We have been active in that, and we hope to be able to do that in the future. In these past 10 years, we have had a number of growing interest with and collaboration with a number of different international and national organizations. I'd like to thank them all without naming them because the list is too long. We look forward to collaboration in the future. I would like to express my warmest thanks to my dear friend, colleague and brother, Ismail Sergeldin, without whom the NGIC could not have taken the shape that it has as an independent organization. His role and his sage advice and his expertise and universal network of contacts have been invaluable in the development of the NGIC. And equally invaluable has been the contribution of Rovshan Muradov, our Secretary General, because he was there from the very beginning, and he was the one on whose shoulders the very first steps, the baby steps of the organization, were practically on his shoulders alone, and he was the one who was able to assemble around him this wonderful team of talented, qualified, and enthusiastic young staff workers to whom I send also my warmest greetings and my thanks. I look forward to a continued growth of the NGIC in the future years. The role of international organizations such as ours, who are able to try and bring together various points of view from various parts of the world and look for common ground and common way forward and concrete steps that might be taken to make some conflict less acute, to make some difference of opinion less painful, and to generally support the ideals of humanism and of human dignity that the sage and poet Nizami Ganjavi has embodied in his poems, in his work, and it's in his memory that our work is pursued. It is centuries ago that he wrote his 5 epic poems, but we are looking towards to the next decades and hopefully to future centuries that could increasingly improve the situation of every human being on our planet. Happy birthday, NGIC, and many happy returns of the day.